Is this how you're training your core? Planks? Boring! Whoa, the Stealth Core Trainer, not so boring. Let's talk about it. Hey, I'm Austin with Training Tall, and you probably can't tell on camera, but I am 6'8". But Training Tall is all about giving you the tips and strategies to help you take your fitness and health above the average, no matter how tall you are. You don't have to be tall to train tall, okay? And welcome back to another product review video. Today we're gonna be talking about the Stealth Core Trainer, which is essentially a gamified way to train your core and to spice up your workout away from traditional planks and boring core routines by incorporating an app with games on it that you can place your phone literally right here in the center and play video games as you're working your core. So what we've got here is this board that is sitting on this little rotating ball that sits on the ground. I'm sorry, I'm not an engineer. I don't really know how to describe this. A pivot ball? Is it a pivot ball? Anyway, it rotates in all sorts of directions. And what we've got here are nice, cushy elbow pads for you and a really ergodynamic board that is perfect for a plank position. But because you're on the rolly ball thingy, well, it takes planks to the next level. And what's really awesome from an exercise physiology standpoint is that we're able to train our core muscles that are worked in a plank position even more and even activate muscles that aren't activated in the traditional plank. Especially because on this board and in the games that you play while you're on the board, there's a lot of twisting and turning involved, which is gonna help you work your oblique muscles, those side core muscles that you really don't get to work when doing traditional planks. And you're gonna see here in a little bit, I'll leave a time code right here where you can see me play just 6 minutes worth of the games that you can get right away, the free games that come with this thing, and you can see just how hard this thing really is. Or like how hard it is to do the planks and to play the games. It's tough, it makes planks tough, okay? This thing gets your abs burning. But what is it all about? What kind of games does this thing offer? When you get your Stealth Core Trainer, it comes with an app. And when you get the app, you create your account, and from there you have access to the games that it has on offer. Now, it comes with 7 free games as of now, but if you subscribe to the app and pay the subscription fee, you get access to all 24 games that are currently available, as well as the games that are continuously being added to the platform. And there's a lot of creativity and variety when it comes to the games that are on offer. I mean, they've got space games, gliding games, racing games, classic things like air hockey, fun spins on old video games like Ball Blaster and what they call here Fitman rather than Pac-Man. But even with the big variety of games that they offer, each game is simple enough for literally anyone to pick up and play, even if you're not a true gamer. And as you'd expect, some of the games are more fun and engaging than others, and some of the games are sort of like reskins of the same sort of game type, such as Motor Core being very similar to Mountain Bike Madness, or Sprint Stack being a variation to a game like Color Chase. Now, one thing that I really admire about the games, as simple as they might be, is that the games have engaging features that are gonna really make you gain the fitness aspect out of using this board. Because yes, the game is there to be played, but of course we're trying to improve our fitness and build a stronger core. And so the game will very intentionally make it very challenging to be precise with your movements and involve a lot of twisting and turning if you make mistakes while you're in the middle of whatever level or game you're playing. And so that way it's keeping you actively engaged and constantly moving in this dynamic plank rather than focusing so hard on just keeping a steady plank the whole time, which you can if you really want to with their plank timer specific game where it's all about holding a perfect plank. Now, with most of the games, there aren't any levels to the game, and as you play it, you can essentially play it for an unlimited amount of time, or you can set a countdown for a timer for as long as you'd like to play. And when you play each game, there's no real losing involved. If you mess up or you crash someone in a race or something like that, all you have to do is twist a little bit to get things back on track. So that makes all of the games, again, very friendly to people that don't even play video games, and overall a very inclusive experience. Now, while you can select each game individually and play it for as long as you'd like to, they also have the game mix option where you can set a specific amount of workout time, select the games that you want to play, and you will play those games in order. Now, of course, with it being very video game centric, there are leaderboards for each of the games. Now, here's the thing. You can play all of these games on your phone when you're not on the Stealth Trainer. I mean, you can literally be holding your phone and wiggle it around as if you were on it and play the games. And so I think that the leaderboards, they get a little cheesed by some of the high scores that are on there, seeing things like hour 30 long durations for certain games and things like that. So while it is cool to see where you stack up in any video game, it's not perfect, and it's very easy to cheat the system, I guess. You can also join public challenges or even create your own public or private challenge where you can connect with other Stealth Core Trainer users from across the world. You can even join the Facebook community, which has just about 70,000 members in it, where you can connect and meet others and be connected in the Stealth fitness community. And I think having that community aspect with the Stealth Core Trainer is only going to help create adherence to using this on the regular, which, as we know, being consistent with exercise is the #1 most important aspect of achieving fitness goals long term. And because new games and new features are being added to the platform regularly, it'll be interesting to see where things go in the future. But let's get down to business. How tough is this thing? How challenging could it possibly be? Well, for me, I would consider myself a pretty healthy, fit, and strong person with a pretty strong core. And I'm here to tell you that this thing kicked my butt in just a few short minutes as I played through 6 of the free games that it offers just for 1 minute each. 1 little minute with each game. So what I've got for you is a highlight reel of that experience so you can see just how tough this is. One thing I want you to keep in mind, and one thing that you'll see in the clips here to follow, is that you might be someone who is very fit, very active, but you also might be someone who's not very fit or very active. And what's great about planks is you can make planks more or less challenging based off of your leg and knee position. So just keep in mind that while getting in a normal plank like this is going to be really challenging, dropping your knees down is going to make it a bit easier. And as you walk your knees in more, it's going to make it less and less challenging. That way, you can scale it back to work for you, which means that this thing is for everyone of any fitness level. All right, let's just see how tough this thing really is. 6 minutes of work on the Stealth Core Trainer. Let's see how things played out. God, oh man. God, why are they so far away? Come on. Oh. How has it only been 30 seconds? Go. Oh man, targeted. Don't hit the birds. Oh, man. Oh, God, it's so hard to hold. Oh man, the twists. God, I can't. Oh, I'm screwed up. God. I keep hitting the wrong ones. Oh, I gotta go to my knees. I have to. Oh, it's so unforgiving. Oh, the knees were needed. God. Please. Oh, come on. God. Oh, it's burning. Oh, going to the knees. Oh, no. God, 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 God. We're almost there. Oh no, not ball blaster. All right. Whoa. Oh man, that twist. God. Just hit it. Just hit it. Please. Oh, it's so unforgiving. Just like the old computer game, just way harder. All right, I'm gonna go off the knees again. Okay, don't get the twists. Go. God. 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 At least I got a new high score. All right, last one. Ooh. So you gotta lean forward to go faster. Just like Mario Kart. Oh. Come on, just 1 minute. God, maybe I shouldn't have gotten my driver's license. Oh, I gotta go to the knees. Oh, these cars are kicking my butt. All right, last 15. Off the knees. Off the knees. Go. Accelerate. God. So as you can see, even with just a few minutes spent with a few of the games, the sweat is starting to glisten in the abs. I don't know if you can see the shininess. The abs are glistening. And that was really freaking hard. And you know, I'd like to consider myself a fit guy. And the fact that that can kick my butt in just a couple minutes just goes to show how intense of a core workout this can really be. And so now the real question is the Stealth Core Trainer for you? And it really all depends on who you are and what it's gonna take for you to exercise. Because in the end, when we think about exercising and fitness in general, we all have a variety of reasons why we do it, but to see success with exercise and any fitness routine simply comes from the fact of being consistent, showing up, and doing something regularly. The idea is to make fitness and exercise a habit that becomes a part of your lifestyle. Because when it becomes a part of your lifestyle and you can commit to things long term, that's when you really see the results of any fitness routine. And this thing will help you build a stronger and more defined core. And if you're someone who needs more mental stimulation and engagement outside of just doing core exercises for time, and if you're someone who just doesn't stick to a traditional core training routine, then this might be the answer for you. And so that's an important question to ask yourself. And there's no right or wrong answer. To admit that you're someone who just can stick to a traditional, maybe boring protocol, well, that's just a personality type. If you're someone who needs the extra stimulation, that's just a personality type. So who are you and what's gonna get you to exercise and train your core on the reg? Personally, for me, I'm someone who can very easily stick to a traditional, boring routine. It's just how I'm wired. I'm so used to doing it. But having this is a nice way to spice things up every once in a while. And I think right now the Stealth Core Trainer has a ton of potential. I think it offers a lot right now, even with just the basic selection of games that it offers without a subscription, but even with the subscription, 24 plus games and new games being added all the time. I think there's a lot of potential for this thing to really take gaming fitness to the next level, especially when you look at one of the games like Baseline, which incorporates specific level progressions. I think that is one of the coolest things, the coolest games that are on the platform. And as someone who plays video games myself, it is fun to have leveled progressions, and I really hope in the future that they really consider that when designing the games. Because as fun as it is to just pick any of the games and do the little tasks or whatever the game is involving, it's nice to have some sort of progression system. That's what makes gaming rewarding, which makes any single player, multiplayer game to have some sort of progression line. And so I hope that's something that they expand on in the future. But those are my thoughts on the Stealth Core Trainer. What are your thoughts? Is this something you're interested in picking up? Are you someone who plays video games? Are you interested in the gaming exercise fusion experience? I would love to hear all of your thoughts on this and what you do for core training. How do you train your abdominals? Down in the comments down below, so please let me know, and thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more fitness and health and tall person content from me too. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.